Hello and welcome. From today we are going to start learning Git. What is Git? Git is source control management, or we can say that it is version control system. Our main aim is to learn Git as a DevOps tool. But forget about DevOps right now. I want you to understand Git properly, how it is working, what is the use case, and why we are saying that Git is the most important tool of software engineers. There is a Git, there is a GitHub, there is GitLabs. We need to understand everything. But we will learn everything step by step, and we will also understand that how we can use Git as a DevOps tool. But right now, our main target is to understand the functionality of Git. We want to understand why Linus Torvalds, who developed a Linux kernel, developed this particular tool known as Git. It is very easy and very user friendly, so don't worry about anything. Even if you don't have any experience, even if you are not software engineer or not writing program, you don't need to worry. You will get the total idea about Git. It is my guarantee. Now, let's understand why we are using Git. As we know that Git is version control system. Okay. So how we are using Git? Let's say that I am writing one program. Okay. So right now I'm not using any kind of tools or anything. Okay. I'm just, writing a normal different kind of statements. Okay. So don't worry about this. Let's say that I'm writing code. This is my first code. Okay. I am writing this code to learn DevOps tools. Okay. Let's say that I have this particular program written. Okay. What is our normal process? We are going to click on save. Okay. And we are saving this. Right now I'm going to save this into this particular, whatever the folder that I'm getting, right? So yeah, let's say that code _1, and I'm going to save this. So right now I just wrote a program and I saved this. I executed this code and I thought like, okay, this code is good, but I need some changes. So what you will do on the next day, what you will do? You will go to this particular file. Okay. And I'm going to this download folder. I will open this. Okay. And definitely I will edit this code. Okay. So next day, I have made some changes. See, this is the changes that I am making right now. Okay. I have made some changes. I have added 3 or 5 other lines. Okay. And now I save this. Okay. Now I am executing this code. And I found that, the previous version was better. On the very first day, what I have written code over there, it is very good. Okay. But right now, I have this new code. Now, what about previous version? I don't have previous version. Now, if I want to come back to the previous version, I will be in trouble because it is a new version in which I have lots of text written. So I want my first version again. And I am in the trouble right now because I literally save this file. Now here, Git comes into the picture. If you are using Git, you will have every version of files, and you can go back to the previous version, or we can say that rollback is very easy. Now you say that, okay, we understood this, okay, but Bhavesh, you have made one mistake. If I am, software engineer, what I can do? Let's say that, this is your first file. Again, I'm going to repeat this with a very smart person, okay. This is my first code. I am learning DevOps, okay. Now I'm going to click on save, right? I'm going to save this as a code smart, okay. Completed my work, okay. Second day, I opened this code smart, okay. Let me open Notepad directly. Right? Now I'm going to make changes, but no, I am a smart man. Okay, what I will do, before I am going to make changes, I am going to click on save as, right? And then I am going to save this with code smart, okay, version 1, right? Now you are going to change anything, okay, and you are going to save this, save. Now you will tell me that, okay, Bhavesh, look at this, we have both version available, okay, we have code smart.txt, this is your previous version, okay, and this is code smart version 1, which is my current version. So you have this particular easy way, right? We do not need to use Git. You are absolutely right. But this is manual process. How I am saying that, let's say that you have thousands of files, because if you are coder, you have to write code and you have thousands of files. And each file having 10, 20 versions. Maybe you are using version 1 for some file, you are using version 10 for some file, you are using version 15 for some files, okay. And just imagine that if you have main 1000 file, how many file you have if you are going to talk about all the file with all the versions? Maybe 20,000 files. Now if you have 20,000 files, how you are going to find out which version you are going to use? Yeah, it will be very confusing. The smart way is use version control system. And the best version control system we have is Git. Even more than 80% software engineers using Git for their version control system. There are many, but Git is number one. Why? Because Git is very easy to use, very lightweight, you can install within a minute, and Git also having one of the best advantage known as distributed version control system. So there are many factors that people are using Git, okay. This is what I said you, like, you can easily manage version control, but the advantage of the Git is, another advantage of the Git is, it is distributed version control system. Now, you may have this question like, what is this? We are going to discuss about this in the next video. Goodbye.